I still can't really believe this exists. Yep, after months and months and maybe even years of rumours and leaks and speculation, the Oblivion remaster is finally here. It was revealed yesterday and then released immediately after, which I always appreciate. We don't want another Elder Scrolls 6 situation, do we, Todd? Do we? I have played the game, downloaded it as soon as I was possibly able to, and I've played a good 3 hours at this stage, so I thought it was the perfect time for me to give first impressions, let you know what the game's like, and whether it's worth picking up. Bit of backstory. I love Oblivion. It's my favourite Elder Scrolls game and probably one of my favourite video games of all time, so I was a little bit nervous about this remaster. Does it live up to the original? Is it worth grabbing? Well, wouldn't you like to know? So first things first, loaded into the game, appeared in my jail cell and started character customization, and I was immediately blown away by just how good this game looks. When the leaks first started circulating, I wasn't sure exactly how they would go about remaking or remastering Oblivion. What they've settled on doing is essentially, the original Oblivion is running underneath this game. They've built this sort of sheet to cover it up in Unreal Engine 5 with all these beautiful graphics and whatnot. But it's still the same game, so yes, you can still make some incredibly ugly characters in the character creation, don't worry, I've seen it. But everything on the whole looks really, really good. It looks kind of comparable to Starfield, which might be a bit off-putting for some people. I know a lot of people are very used to the old Oblivion graphics and those ugly, chubby characters, but I think it looks good. And because of that, because the original Oblivion is running underneath all this shine and polish, it feels so familiar to play. Really, really good, really smooth, but at the same time, they fixed some things that I think needed to be fixed. They've tweaked a few things that needed to be tweaked, and they've polished some of the rougher edges of the original Oblivion. Not all of them, don't worry. Not all of them, don't worry. Dialogue is... The dialogue is still distinctly Oblivion.
I wish I could go and save them.
Yes.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
What is it?
They say
to see you.
syndicates of wizards
Goodbye.
have
Take
led a
care.
boycott of imperial goods
Spare a
in the
coin
land of the
or
Altmer.
the infirm.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Bye.
A huge chunk of the old voice actors are still here. I'm pretty sure it's just the same dialogue. Like, they didn't get Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean back. They just didn't do that.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
So they've just taken their dialogue from the original and popped it in here, which is fine. I mean, these actors and these lines of dialogue are iconic for a reason. I don't think there's any point in changing them. Though they have changed some voices with some new voice actors in there. Specifically, they talked about wanting to give every race their own unique voice actor, which is fine. I don't really have a problem with that. It's just a little bit of extra they didn't really have to do, but they did, which, you know, nice. Combat still feels mostly the same. Blocking has been tweaked now. It's more of a... I think the description they used was Dark Souls-esque. I saw that floating around somewhere. It kind of, you can raise your shield or your sword or whatever to block at the exact moment of the impact and you'll make them kind of stagger. But apart from that, it still feels exactly the same. You can still hold it up. You can still just get whacked around while you're blocking. It'll increase your block skill. Easy peasy. Marksman has had a big overhaul. I don't know if anybody remembers this, if they played the original Oblivion. Archery was hot doo-doo. You never ever wanted to use a bow and arrow if you could help it. It was terrible. But they have tweaked that. Just from my short gameplay, it felt so much better to be an archer. Marksman as a skill is so much more valuable. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Stealth Archer's back. Stealth Archer. And yeah, you can you can be a Stealth Archer in Oblivion now. Thank you, Todd. The third person perspective has been reworked so it feels better to use and less kind of lumpy and clunky, which it did in the original, it really did. But the most important change is to leveling. So if you've never played Oblivion before, the original, it was notorious for having some absolutely leveling. I'm serious, to level up properly in this game, you needed spreadsheets, documents to note down your actions, You need to plan ahead everything you were going to do. You see, in the original, you could only level up by increasing your major skills. This is going to be very confusing, just bear with me here. By increasing your major skills, you got XP towards leveling up. But depending on your minor skills and how much you level them up before you increase the major skills, that determines how many points you can put into your stats upon level up. So, to maximise your point gains, you need to plan ahead. You need to select which minor skills you want to use to level up your stats, because minor skills are governed by by attributes which gain points when you use the minor skills to level up. But then you need to use your major skills to actually get the XP to level yourself up to gain the... It's stupid. Let's be honest, it's stupid. It really is. But don't worry, I'm not a poser, I'm not a fake fan. I've efficiently leveled in OG Oblivion. I've done it. It was long and hard and laborious and made me really, really depressed at points because I just wanted to carry on playing the game, but I needed to sort out my levels. Now, when you level up in Oblivion, the world levels up with you. Stronger enemies appear, the enemies that are already around get buffs, better loot spawns in. Now, in the original, if you didn't efficiently level, you would find yourself completely outclassed by everything you'd come across in the world. I know most people played the original Oblivion on the lowest possible difficulty because they thought it was practically impossible, because how would you know to efficiently level if you just picked up the game? You just want to get cracking, wouldn't you? But don't worry, that has been fixed, and now you can play more like Skyrim, I'd say, where you just bash things, do what you want to do, get your points, and then when you level up, you get 12 blanket points to put into your attributes however you want. I do prefer this change, and I'm really glad they did it. But the main question is, have I had fun with this? And the answer is, yeah, I have. It's just Oblivion, but shiny and fancy and a little bit sparkly and new, and I'm really digging it. Reliving this game on modern consoles is such a treat. It feels great to play. I can't wait to keep playing. I'm sat here recording this, and all I can think of is, I really wish I could go home and play more. But I can't, because I'm doing this for you. That's how much I care about you. I am stopping playing Oblivion Remastered to talk to you about Oblivion Remastered. But I have to say, it's not all perfect. I know. It's not all perfect. I know I said it looks gorgeous. It does. But sometimes when you fast travel, when you spawn back in, there's this weird... I don't know how you describe it. I think it's enhanced bloom or texture pop in or something. Or it doesn't look right. And the game kind of loads in on itself as you watch it. And the time of day set sometimes seconds after you spawn in. It's very weird. Aside from that, I haven't yet experienced any real bugs in the game. Aside from the bugs that Oblivion already had.
Sorry, I'm not used to this kind of meeting. It always makes me nervous.
Well, just shut up and listen to me. The next shipment will be sooner than I expected. Just have the money ready.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be hidden there to overhear them, but I'm just kind of hanging around like bro thinks he's part of the team. But the most major criticism I have for this is, at time of writing, there doesn't seem to be any physical version in sight. Now, we need to protect physical games. We really do. Game preservation is really important. You want to own the things that you buy, and digital games, you can't ever really own them. We've seen this before. Companies will remove them from your account if they see fit to. You don't own anything. You just have a license to play it. Now I know people say, oh, well, you don't own the software if you buy it physically. You just own the license. Yes, but unless Bethesda come to my house, beat me up and steal my disc copy of Oblivion for Xbox 360, I'm always going to have that game. The current state, there is no physical release. I did buy digitally, which I never do, but because there was no physical option, I was forced to. Hopefully this gets rectified and we do get a full physical release in the future. If that happens, I will completely shut my mouth about this point. It'll all be fine, but it does bear mentioning, especially in the current climate for game preservation. Overall, I'm having a blast with Oblivion Remastered so far. I would highly recommend it to any fans of the original, any fans of Bethesda in general, the Elder Scrolls, RPGs, whatever. If you haven't played Oblivion, this is the perfect way to do so. And what are you waiting for? Go home right now, install Oblivion and play it. I order you. I demand it. Alright, thanks for watching and I will catch you on the next one. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Please come back.